Sup, guys?
Been a while, huh?
Truth be told, we had a few things to deal with since our last episode came out.
The whole situation with Kappa kinda scared us for one, and we're still a little worried about it.
Leave it to YouTube to find a way to screw over us little guys right when it matters most.
We'll probably talk about that in a separate video another time.
But for now, the year's nearly over and we haven't ever really done anything for the occasion before.
So we figure out now's as good a time as any to celebrate with a new bullet list.
This is 8 things we loved in 2019.
She's Riley.
She's Rila.
And you're watching Bullet
Toon'd.
Toon. This year was just amazing for me! So many sequels to anime I love! Index, and Date Alive, Mob Psycho 100, My Hero Academia!
Oi, you're supposed to be picking one thing, you know.
And Danmachi!
There it is. Huh, she actually managed to hold this in like all year. Impressive. Right. Can you tell what she was most excited for? She kept gushing about it for months after it ended. Yeah, Okay. Be right back, guys. If she's gonna open with a cheat, then I might as well match it. This year saw the rise of a ton of epic new shonen manga and anime, and I couldn't be happier.
Yeah, it wasn't just the return of favorites like My Hero Academia or Black Clover.
Hearing favorite and Black Clover in the same sentence it's just weird, man. It seems like yesterday we were all making fun of it.
Totally, but now people really love it.
Guess that's what happens when you get good. But in all seriousness, she's right. The returning champs in the battle for shonen supremacy were joined this year by some stellar new titles like Kimetsu no Yaiba, Fire Force, and Dr. Stone.
The Promised Neverland scared the pants off of us, and We Never Learned made us laugh ourselves silly.
And those are just anime. There were tons of great new shonen manga titles too. Spy X Family, obviously. Also, Aktaj was a real surprise.
And the new Shonen Jump title, Zip Man, is looking like it could be a sleeper hit.
Point is, 2019 was a good year to be a shonen fan.
My turn again! So, we all know I love cosplay, and I've been looking for a while to find a manga or an anime that really captured what I love about it. That's where my dress-up darling comes in.
For the uninitiated, Rila is a big fan of Gyaru RomComs.
I am! Huh. I wonder if we should do a video on that.
If you can somehow make a video on that,
You'll... what?
Nothing. After last time, how am I making any more bets with you?
Well, anyway, it's a really fun manga that actually gets a lot into the culture of cosplay, and I enjoy it. But it's not hugely popular. Oh, we should do a Manga Spotlight. Maybe that'll get people talking about it.
Would it even matter if I said no?
Hee hee.
Thought not. As a music head, there is one thing I can definitely say about this year. The anime openings have been bops!
Unfortunately, we don't really want the same headache as we had before with this. So, we're just gonna play you some clips.
Right. Anyway, we had some killer openings this year. From 99.9 and Kaien from Mob Psycho 100 and Dororo,
To Touch Off and Kiss Me from The Promised Neverland and Carol and Tuesday.
we had tracks that rocked like Gurenge from Kimetsu no Yaiba,
And tracks that swayed like Again from Fruits Basket.
and everything in between. There were just way too many absolutely awesome openings this year to keep count, so it only makes sense that we drop them all a collective mention in this list.
So, I already did a Manga Spotlight on this, but seriously, Go read Tomo-chan is a girl. Go on, Shu, get reading!
Whoa, hey, don't rush him out of the video! Our views, man!
Oh, right. Well, long story short then, it's a shoujo rom-com with shonen blood. Now, read it!
Let him finish the video, damn it! Holy hell, were there a ton of amazing anime movies this year! How do I even pick just one?
It's cute how she pretends she doesn't already know her favorite one.
Alright, fine. Look, I am a shameless Dragon Ball fangirl. It's true. And while this might have technically dropped last year, it came to our theaters in January. Dragon Ball Super Broly was just everything I wanted out of a new Dragon Ball movie. The action was kick-ass, the tone was perfect, the story was simple, and that animation was sexy.
But there were also a ton of other really great anime films this year. There was the Bunny Girl Senpai movie, of course, following up last year's surprise hit.
There was also Black Fox, which, man, that was pretty. Not the strongest movie of the year or anything, but it looked fantastic.
Weathering with You was a really emotional ride and deserves all the recognition it's been getting. But if you want another one, I think Ride Your Wave actually flew under a lot of people's radars.
There was also the Konosuba movie that a lot of people really liked. Plus a new One Piece movie, a Kabaneri movie, Code Geass, Danmachi, and at the time of recording this, there's a My Hero Academia movie on the way.
And all of that is leaving out one movie in particular. A movie by one of my favorite studios.
And is one of my favorite anime movies, hell, one of my favorite movies, period, of the year, and that is Studio Trigger's Promare. The gorgeous bright neon color schemes, striking character designs, stunning animation, and fluid action-packed fight sequences. What more could you ask for? I gotta admit that it might have been better as an anime series, because they introduced so many kick-ass looking characters that I was dying to know more about. Basically ended up barely getting any screen time, but you know what? For what they accomplished and how fun of a watch it is, I still really enjoyed it. They did release a short for the Redux screenings, so who knows? Maybe we'll get some extra content in the future. Go give it a watch if you haven't already.
While it technically didn't begin this year, the anime for Pokemon's 7th generation did wrap up, getting us ready to move into the new year with a new adventure.
And spoiler alert, Ash finally won a Pokemon League.
But this isn't really about that. This is about the journey. Pokemon is a series that means a lot to me specifically. It captured my imagination as a kid and made me dream of incredible adventures. It's also the reason I started drawing.
And I watched it too. Not as religiously as her, but still.
I don't really talk about the anime a whole lot, but its stagnation was a real problem for me. But right when I was on the verge of giving up on it, the current season of the anime came out, and it brought with it so much new energy and creativity. It was Pokemon in a way I hadn't seen before, and I really, really loved it. I'd even go out of my way to say that it was the best the show's looked since maybe Johto.
Trust me when I say that's high praise from her. Johto is her favorite by a landslide.
Ash winning the league was an emotional moment for me, because at least in that moment, he was the very best, like no one ever was. But I really owe the Sun and Moon era a huge thanks for refreshing my love of the series, both the anime and the games.
Also, Sword and Shield came out this year, but we have a whole nother video planned for that.
Yeah.
My turn to get a bit deep. I'm gonna step away from the anime and manga stuff for a sec if you don't mind. Let me add a bit of perspective, shall we? I've been reading comics since I could hold a piece of paper, but for a while, I kind of fell out of love with it. A lot of just really, really dumb decisions with characters I loved drove me away from it all.
Yeah, that's around when she started really getting into anime and manga with me.
And as much as I enjoy that stuff now too, I owe the MCU a lot for reminding me why I loved superheroes so much, and seeing the end of an era with such a loving send-off was a really big deal for me, especially after having to say goodbye to one of my real-life heroes growing up. Endgame is a flawed movie for sure, but I would definitely call it my highlight of 2019. Enough said. the biggest highlight for us this year was getting to actually take a good look at the show and take things in a bit of a different direction.
A direction we're really happy with. It's allowed us to make a bunch of episodes that were different from what we'd been doing. But it was a lot of fun, and we're really proud of what we made.
Episodes like the deep dive on superhero secret identities.
Or the theoretical connection between the Promised Neverland and the education system.
We loved how those episodes came out, and that's the direction we really want to go in from here on out.
So here's to an incredible 2019, everyone! We made it!
And here's to an even more awesome 2020. The new decade's right around the corner, guys.
So, for the last time this year, I'm Rila, signing off.
I'm Riley, bowing out.
Thanks so much for watching.
Keep up the awesome and
Stay tuned!